morning of November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving. We're out here on a doe mission. Me in particular, I'm actually tagged out when it comes to bucks, so I'm out here kind of half-heartedly on a doe mission. It was supposed to be my daughter's hunt tonight, but she went shopping, Black Friday shopping with her mom and grandma. When she got back, she decided she didn't want to come out, so I hustled my way out here. I drove our UTV and parked it basically right outside this window in some brush, and instead of walking across this open field. And actually when I parked, there was a couple deer in this little section of woods behind me. I saw them take off, so not ideal start. I guess good news is they're moving. I did see on my way here, there were some deer in this bigger section of woods that I could see the deer from the road. So that's good, and I've actually heard a little bit of shooting already, so it's about 3:40. We got 2 hours till dark, so we'll sit tight. Those deer took off. I jumped right off the UTV and climbed right in this blind. I haven't made any noise or anything, so we'll see if they settle back down and maybe work their way back through. This is that same stand that I shot that buck in last week, where basically same spot I shot my bow buck in. It's just a really classic funnel pinch, so always a chance of seeing deer here. It's been a little slow, it's a little warm. It is green, and when we sat here last weekend with my daughter on the gun, we had 3 deer come out north of us. They were about 180 yards out, too far for her, but they were out feeding. They fed for 45 minutes, so they definitely are feeding. I think the true destination fields are north and east of us a little bit. They got some really nice winter wheat and alfalfa fields with some canola in there, and we had that same setup on our field last year, and it was just massive deer draw, so I think a lot of these deer are going to move out that way. We saw that last week, where they'd come out in the front of this field and work their way, away from us basically, which is unfortunate, but that's what happens this time of year if there's a popular food source. That's where they're headed, so we'll hang tight. Like I said, we're in a classic little funnel pinch point, so anything can move through. If it's a doe, we'll decide if I want to shoot or not, probably based on the shot opportunity that I get. But we'll kick back, relax. Like I said, we got about 2 hours. I'm going to enjoy a very stress-free and relaxing hunt tonight. There's a doe blowing in these woods, and I know she's not blowing me. She's certainly not downwind of me. It's too far away to see me or anything, so I have no clue what she's blowing at, but she just blew, I don't know, 5-10 times. Tried to put the camera on it to get the audio, but I don't know if it picked it up or not, but I'm not sure what she was blowing at, but she is making a ruckus in there, so I guess the good news is there's deer in there, and the bad news is they don't sound too relaxed in there right now. I spotted a doe back in these woods. There's like a corner post there, fence post. Past there's a down tree on an angle, and she was working kind of back in the brush there. Certainly not anything I could shoot at from here, but at least there's a couple moving. That doe was blowing, or I don't know if it was that doe, but a doe was in there blowing as well, so that doe was feeding along the edge of the river. If she continues on that pattern and stays along the edge of the river, she'll come right up here to us, so don't know if she will or not, but it's a possibility. Alright, so that's how you do that. There's quite a few does came out. I think it was 6 total. The one that I was watching the closest looked like a pretty good sized doe. She kept weaving in and out through those groups, and she'd pick her head up. She had a pretty deep brisket and stuff, so I'm thinking she's a pretty good sized doe. I was debating on whether or not I was going to take that shot or not, but I put it up on the window and was able to get pretty darn steady, so I figured I'd be okay with that shot. It's probably 140, give or take. Last time I ranged them, they were at 133, and she was moving out a little bit, so I wouldn't say she got past 150, but maybe in that 145-ish. Put it on her, she dropped right there, so. This field is super muddy right now. I'm not going to drive the UTV out here, but she's laying right here. There's a blind back there. She dropped right where I dropped her, right where I shot her rather. I was a little off on my distance guess. It's 158, so one of the longer deer I've ever taken. I don't usually take too long a shot, so we don't set up for it out here, so. But it worked out. Here she is. So I'm gonna drag her back over to the mule and get back up to the house. So thanks for coming along.